Okay, Phoenix, this isn't my official video yet, but I have to show you what Sydney and I just did because we have the Hottie Potty and we have the litter box for cats. We're combining them. This is a Cody kitty, the Beebster, and then I am now cats. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Hope there's nobody in here.
There's definitely someone in here.
A million and 1,000 things are screaming in my head, and I can't seem to forget. Can't stop thinking about you. I could ride across the sky in a bicycle built for two.
6 attempts and 2 full recordings, I think I found a good vlogging spot. All I want for Christmas is a tripod. So, I don't really have one big story like you had your story about Sean, but I have a couple little stories I wanted to tell you. Was that yesterday I went to go do laundry and I opened up the washer. When I opened up the washer, like the smell kind of wafted out and I was like, ugh. But then I was like, wait, why does that smell so familiar? And I was like, oh, it smells like camp. And then I realized it's because it smelled like mildew. The smell of mildew has a fond place in my memory. That's not normal. But it's there. And I realized lately that as a society we have reached the point where boredom is when it is silent and we are stuck in silence. And so 140 characters in 6 seconds, if it's not within those frames, we don't care. If a book is this long, people are like, oh, that's too long for me, I'm not going to read that. If we have to sit, like I've learned this from working because I have to sit in silence for like 2 hours or 4 hours and I just sit there and I can't do anything. I can't read, I can't draw, I can't scribble, I can't do anything, so I sit there. And I've realized I can now like withdraw myself and that time just like it clicks by because now I'm used to it. But before that it's like 3 minutes and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 minutes since something's happened. I wanted to tell you about my professor for anthropology because she cracks me up. She's like this tiny, skinny Japanese woman who came here from Japan to do her doctorate. And she tells us about Bangladesh, which is where she studied, about her husband, about when she was dating her husband, about when she was a child, and it's so funny every time. Like, you know those snow monkeys that live in Japan, like around the hot springs? They're called Japanese macaques. My professor was telling us about these, and she was like, you think they are cute. They are not. And then she followed it with a story about how, one stole her lunch when she was like 4 years old. It was so adorable. And she always she talks really, she usually talks pretty slow, it's heavily accented English. And every now and then she'll go and it's like, da 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 da, and it's all like really heavily accented English. And you're just like, oh my gosh, what just happened? What did she say? People took down my cat min. I'm angry about that. See you next week, Phoenix. There's a massive amount of One Direction behind me. That's not mine. I painted that though. Look at my beautiful painting. I'm talented. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 minutes since something's happened.